Hey, hello, how are you? This is elyse-anne and I'm back again today. And today I want to share with you what happened at the end of the rainbow. Well, what happened was a lot of confusion was cleared up for me. I was so confused about my work. I was confused about what I was to offer. I was confused about my pricing. And so as you can see, these go hand in hand because your ego doesn't just interfere in one area of your life. Your ego interferes with all areas of your life. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. When you recognize the participation that you have allowed your ego to take part in, you now can have clarity. Don't we all want clarity? Don't we all want to freely express ourselves, to make meaningful money, to use our gifts for a good cause, to change the world, make a difference in the world, and to make good out of ourselves? We all want that because we have a purpose in life. And the reason I know that is because you are alive. So life is fragile. Life is miraculous, but again, how you look at it. So over the last 7 months, I was guided to ditch the business coach label. And so what the heck am I supposed to do? And so in this 6 months, I went back to my spiritual fundamentals. I was reading cards, I was reading energy, and so that went really well, but I didn't have a niche. I didn't have a direction, what exactly I wanted to do. I was just putting an offer out there just for the sake of putting an offer and all the stuff, right, that you're meant to do. So once I was able to get my foundations cleared out, I know exactly who I am. I am fearless in what I offer. Well, fearless is a word where you not really eradicate fear, but you know who you are and you take a stand for yourself and you no longer worry about what other people think of you. You know what you stand for. You know you are safe to take up space. And what I've realized is that I was afraid of my own greatness. I was afraid to take up space. That is why I keep looking at what other people are doing, comparing myself. And then the more I did that, the more I went into this spiral journey, and it wasn't very fulfilling either. So as a result, I didn't want to do anything. I was putting myself out there, but I was just doing it for the sake of doing it, just in case I miss an opportunity. And this is where, Lao Tzu, Tao Te Jing philosophy came in. I do nothing, but I leave nothing undone. So what does it mean? Does it mean that you just sit by and don't do anything? Yes. If it's not time for you to take action, then sit and do nothing and contemplate and think about your life and learn and be a student. Because life is a cycle. And the more you resist it, and that was what I did, I resisted. I took 60 days out, but it wasn't enough. And I thought I was ready to go, but it wasn't enough. And I went on and on and on, and still nothing came through because other things had to show up. I had to work on myself before other things take priority. You see, God gave you a gift. He is not going to let it go in vain. He's not going to give you a gift and do nothing with it. That's not how he works. Every living creature has a purpose. We don't know what the purpose is for the other person or for another thing, but we definitely have a purpose, and you have a purpose at different phase of your life. And so the more I resisted, the more things didn't work out. So I decided, you know what, screw it. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to cruise and sleaze and see what happened. So I wasn't excited about writing my blogs. I wasn't excited about doing videos. I wasn't excited about coming on live again. Facebook Live, not a live, Facebook Live. I wasn't interested in doing anything. So I knew that that was an opportunity for me to study and be a student. So many things happen, challenges, but challenges are really an opportunity for growth. So once I sorted that all out, I wouldn't say all out because there will never be sorted all out and that's done. What I mean is for that particular situation, I've done whatever that I could. Then clarity started to come in. The funny thing is, what I used to offer is exactly what I'm given. I modified a little bit. And it's almost exactly what the original plan is. What shifted was my emotions toward it, my perception towards it, my contribution or whatever it is, how I want to show up in the world, because I'm more confident in who I am now. Not that I wasn't. I was operating a lot out of the ego. See, I wasn't financially independent until I was 30 because I had a mother who took care of every single thing for me. So there was no need to be financially savvy. But because of that, I operated out of ego, out of survival. And regardless of where you operate out of, you will still make money because you will have what you need and you can manifest for what you ask for, right? The only key is, how do you feel towards that situation? Well, operating out of ego was fun, and was like very glamorous for a while. But after a while, it became empty because that thing, that feeling that I was searching for was still not there. Every time I got a client or every time I achieved something like material success, the next moment I'll be searching for something else. That's a clear indication that you are filling a void. So, because the soul knows better, and I have asked for another level, and this is exactly where I am right now, to surrender. To surrender to a divine force, to surrender to a power that is far greater than myself, and know that I am safe. Because when I was operating out of the ego, I was a control freak. I had to control every single situation. I had to control everything. It was very tiring. It was very draining. And I became a person that I don't even know who that was. So when I surrendered, because of the lessons of the lawsuit and almost divorce and my mother's story and whatever it is, that I found peace within myself. And then I was no longer thinking 3 years down the road what will happen. I was no longer thinking about tomorrow. I was no longer thinking about what ifs and entertaining all the mind chatter, because that's energy draining as well. I am able to live in the now. Of course, when that happens, you still have emotions, but you recognize it, and then you choose how do you want to take that information. You recognize that that ego is not you. And because of this situation, I have now been guided to start this program, the conscious program of surrendering, to ditch the ego, align with the divine, and follow your bliss. And as long as the ego is primarily running your life, running your thoughts, you would never be free. Is it the financial freedom that we want? Sure, yeah, we want to be financially free, because financially free means it gives us choices. But if we're constantly searching for the money and hunting for the money to solve or to fill a void, then we're totally missing life. Because at the end of the day, when you're 80, you would have realized you have missed everything. And that was what I realized as well. Because, of this, it forced me to stop and to ask myself, what are my values? What do I, want to do with my life at the end of 80 or however, whatever it is? When I look back, will I regret? So if I am so ego driven, then I'm always collecting things, material success, and I forget to, appreciate the weather, the trees, and most of all, I would miss out on the growing times and the growing years of my children. Because over the past 7 years, I have been buried with work. I wanted success, I wanted achievement and all that. I have missed out 7 years of my children's life. Do I want to miss out another 7 years? No, I don't. So you have to then make a new choice, a new decision, right? So I would love to invite you to this brand new program that is called the Conscious Program of Surrendering. And it's 33 days for a very affordable amount of money. Go to the link elyse-anne.com/surrender and get all the details there. And I look forward to this journey of surrendering with you. Part of the reason why I know that I was able to have this process quickened for me is because I have a tribe of sisters, which is 2 of them, Lee and Keon, that is with me on this journey. So if you feel like you are on this journey by yourself and you feel lonely, then this might be what you need, and this is what you're looking for. We are not an island of our own. We need support. So it's time to integrate back to a tribe and allow human beings to support you, because we're all the same. Our minds are all connected. There is no place where I stop and you start, or where you stop and I start. We are all connected. So I'm not going to talk so much about this. You can get all the details on the website, elyse-anne.com/surrender. And if it's calling out to you, and then you know what to do. Just join us. All right, we start on the 22nd of February, Singapore time, or the 21st of February if you're in the US time. So go and check it out. It's super affordable, 33 days, and let's do it. All right, so I'll talk to you soon. Bye.